Outreach organization in collaboration with Chicago Andhra Association kicked off their forum series titled Conversations. The first forum was named Living in Reality in Today's Times. This forum was organized in light of the tragic hate crime incidents against Indians in the past few days in the US. Moderated by TV Asia's very own Vandana Jhingan, this forum was attended by noted senior community leaders and policy makers of the local Naperville community. Here's a look at the event. Indian Community Outreach's primary mission is to embrace, preserve, and promote the cultural heritage and contributions of Indian Americans while educating them to get involved in Naperville's growth. Their kickoff forum, Living in Reality in Today's Times, was a very meaningful and successful experience attended by over 150 residents. This was organized in partnership with Chicago Andhra Association. The panelists were senior community leaders Dr. Bharat Barai, Dr. Jampala Chaudhary, Aurora Alderman Rick Mervin, Aurora Police Chief Kirsten Zimin, and renowned immigration lawyer Bhanu B. Indra. The panelists answered many questions and advised everyone to ignore rumors and stay connected with neighbors, local administration, and law enforcement while staying calm. The organization extended their gratitude toward the City of Aurora Mayor Robert J. O'Connor for his remarks and Aurora's stand for immigrant communities.
I'm in the United States Congress, and I will choose to fight. We must fight this surge in hate crimes that has occurred. The moment that our dear departed friend, Mr. Kuchibotla, was murdered, and his friend was shot, and this third person was also injured while he sought to intervene heroically, my office issued a strong statement immediately condemning this as a hate crime.
This is a series of forum which is really a need for our community. Our community, as we have discussed many times, as we are growing, there are issues in our community. There are issues which are growing from the social perspective or even the civic and everything else. There is a need for dialogue. And that's where we are starting this series, Conversations, which means we'll sit down, talk, we'll get some panelists who know what the subject matter is, and then come up with the right solution. Because unless we know what it is, it's very difficult for us to react. We can't react based on what is going on the social media. We can't react with what is like floating around in some newspapers or my friend said that or whatnot. So today, it was a wonderful forum, great start, especially the need of time where as we said, there is a lot of misinformation within our community, with the new government at the center. How do we deal with the rumors? That's where this kind of forum comes in play.
Well, what happened is certainly an unfortunate and a horrific incident, and it should not happen to anybody. It's not right, not just because it happened to a Telugu person or an Indian person or a Hindu person. Even if it happened to a Muslim person, Jewish person, or Hispanic or anybody else, it's not right because it's happening on a basis of hate and on a basis of ignorance and on a basis of anger. I think there has been a lot of rhetoric lately about in the language of hate and language of discrimination and language of us versus them. And in the end, it's all going to come and hurt us when we think in terms of us versus them. So at this point, I think what we need to do is to kind of broaden the message and stop speaking in this rhetoric of hate and improve, be inclusive in our language and promote understanding of each other and the cohabitation of each other rather than talk about that one is hurting the other community.
This is an unfortunate incident which randomly happened, and so we are looking forward that no such hate crimes are going to happen in this country. And America is a land of opportunities, and here everyone, like us, from India, whoever has come, we have been really successful. We are part of the economic development of this country, and we have been part of the mainstream America. The only message which I give to everyone is, you got to be involved, in the local community. You cannot live in isolation, and obviously you have to make, your presence felt in the community so that no such type of misunderstandings happen, and then that leads to some of these incidents like that.
When we come back, highlights from